beautiful people, my name is Ravneet. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am actually updating on my previous year's pan that palette. So last year I chose one palette to work on, but then I had a couple other palettes that were really old and I decided to work on those simultaneously as well. But I wasn't able to finish everything. I'm doing Pan That Palette 2021. I will be linking the playlist below and up in the cards as well. I'm working in the background on my last year's Pan That Palette, or I would say Pan Those palettes. I had an update last month and I will link the video down below as well, where I talked about where I'm at with those palettes, and I'm just thinking that I should probably do the monthly updates on those ones as well. I will be showing you guys how my palettes looked like last month and what my goals were and if I was able to achieve those or not. Also, we'll set some new goals. I upload a lot of panning content related to eyeshadows and frankening eyeshadows, like mixing them together and making blush, bronzers, or some new eyeshadow colors out of them. If this is something interests you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Without further ado, let's get started. My first palette is my main Pan That palette. It was e.l.f. Holy Smokes, and this is how it looked like last month. I still had 3 shades left in here and my goal was to finish up the white shade. It's the first one, and this is how it looks like today. Can you guys see? I was able to finish 2 shades from this palette. So I finished the white shade that was in here and also the blue shade that was in here, and I'm super pleased with that. Now I'm only left with 1 shade, and my goal for this month is to finish My goal for this month would be finishing up this shade completely. If you guys want to see the progress on this palette, I will also link down the progress compilation video for this palette down below. Now let's move on to the next palette that I have. It's a very old palette from Wet n Wild. It's called Petal Pusher, and this is how it looked like last month. My goal for last month was to finish half of that deep purple shade and using the sparkly gray shade at least 5 times. And this is how it looks like right now. I was able to achieve my goal, and the deep purple shade is very thin. I hope camera picks it up. My goal for this palette for this upcoming month would be using up that deep purple shade completely. The way I like to use that shade is using up all over my lid. Let's move on to the final palette. Is the OG palette that everyone raved about on YouTube. It's the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I'm doing a collab over Instagram with Nicole and Lucy. I will link their Instagrams down below. That collab is called In the Focus Zone, and we are focusing on our Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palettes, and ironically enough, we all have the old ones. We still love them. This is how it looked like last month. My goals for last month was to use that duochrome shade at least 13 times. Number 13 was randomly generated for me. And also my other goal was to finish the repressed part on that deep green shade. Let's see how it looks like today. As you guys can see, I am able to make very good progress on this palette. I think I would be able to finish all of it in a couple months. And I'm not sure if camera is picking it up really well or not. The deep green shade is very thin as well. My goals for next month would be finishing up this deep green shade completely. I know I have I think I have set up lofty goals, but we'll see how much progress I am able to make, because I really want to push myself. I just want to finish these eyeshadows, because especially there is not a lot of product left in there, and they are also very, very thin. Thank you so much for sticking until the end. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.